Hi, my name's Matt. I'm going to be teaching y'all today how to properly pass a football. I have 7 steps that I believe will help you learn the fundamentals, the basic fundamentals of passing a football. First one we're going to start with is grip. Now the proper way to grip a football obviously is you want to place 2 to 3 fingers on the seams, and then you want to take your index finger and you want to place it onto the seam of the ball near the top of the ball, and you want to place your thumb underneath. This is the proper form to grip a football. Now, one way to know if you're doing it correctly is if you look at your thumb and your index finger, it will form like an L shape, and you want to grip the ball with your fingertips, not your palm. So another way to check to make sure you have the proper form is to look under the ball, and you should have a little bit of a gap underneath right there, a little bit of air to get in. That's it for step 1. So we're going to move on to step 2. My next one is we're going to actually go into throwing a football. So what I'm going to talk to you about is keeping the ball near your ear. As a quarterback, you want to keep the ball near your ear because their job is to get rid of the ball quickly. They're supposed to this is where I got stuff. It's okay. Here, I'm going to have you demonstrate right here. So go ahead and just line up like you're side to target, just like you're about to throw. Go ahead and put the ball up like by your ear, kind of like you would if you're a quarterback. Okay, as you can see, he keeps the ball up by his ear. This allows him to get rid of the ball quickly. It has a quicker release. This will also prevent defenders from getting a good reaction time on the ball and not being able to jump his pass. Next thing we're going to go into, go ahead and face the camera, is we're going to do side to target. No, side to target, like he's your target. Number 3 is side to target. As you can see, pretty much self-explanatory. Anytime you do any type of throwing, your side's going to be facing towards your target. So I'm not going to go into much detail on that. The next step is number 4. We're going to talk about stepping toward your target. Now when you step toward your target, I don't want you to step, around in the general area of where your target is. You want to step directly at your target, and when you step, you want to open up your front foot. So go ahead and demonstrate that. You want to open up your front foot and try to lead towards you want to point your toe towards where you're going to throw the ball. And once you release the ball, your toe should end up pointing at your target. But that's about it on that. So next step we're going to go into is step 5, and that is shift your weight. Now what I mean by when I say shift your weight is you're going to start with your weight on your back foot, and when you go to throw, you're going to step. And once you step, that's going to cause everything else to happen. You're going to rotate your hips, your shoulders, and you're going to begin your throwing motion, and that's going to shift your weight onto your front foot. So that's what I mean by when I say shift your weight. And I say when you shift your weight, that's allowing you to throw with your body and not just your arm. When you throw with your body, it allows you to put a little bit more on it and throw the ball farther. So go ahead and demonstrate. Just go ahead and go through the motion. As you can see, he demonstrated shifting his weight from his back foot to his front foot. Now the next thing we're going to go to is step 6, and this is timing. So on timing, what I want to talk about is when you take your step, this is what starts the whole process of throwing. First thing that you're going to do, everything should start at the same time after your step. So you're wanting to rotate your hips, rotate your shoulders, and then begin your throwing motion, and all that should happen at the same time. So go ahead and demonstrate, just take your step. And as you can see, his hips and his shoulders rotate, and then his arm comes through. All this starts at the same time, and that's how you throw a football. And then the next thing we're going to go, last step, step 7 is going to be your follow through. And this is what I'm going to demonstrate this one. Well, you're going to demonstrate. You're going to come over here, just like you did. Okay, on the follow through, the main things on the follow through is on your dominant arm, your throwing arm. You want to finish with your throwing arm on the opposite side of your body. And then once that happens, your dominant foot, which is your back foot, the one you push off with, that's going to fall all the way through. So go ahead and demonstrate that for me, Travis. As you can see, his back foot comes all the way through, and he finishes on the opposite side of his body. That's about all I got on the the fundamentals of passing. Those are the 7 steps that I believe will help you learn the fundamentals of passing in football.